world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa. Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines. SSM's Wednesday Global Africa program brings to you our news stories, exclusive reporting, and SSM perspectives on the day's top news. Plus, the inside scoop on Africa's most important developing stories. Join us on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. West African time.
Wow. And we are here. It's not Wednesday. It's Monday. Monday is the 3rd of August. I think that was a small mistake there. My name is Mark Godwin Iwejuwan, and we're here on our Monday edition of Between the Lines and the news opener week. We have okay, George, go ahead before I do
Yes, my name is George Chukwadwe from Toronto, Canada. We just want to welcome all the viewers today. You know, I want you to stay tuned, get involved, and get connected. You know, communicate with us on this Monday Between the Lines. We have a lot to discuss with you today. I want to welcome you all.
We have a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir George. Sir George, with us, like you know, SSM believes in we like collaboration. That's a critical value we hold here as a team. We want to collaborate with each other. Now there's a friend, a great guy, and also he's just been appointed into the office of ADC, Diaspora Network America. That's a big office he holds there. So I'm talking of no other person than Honorable Daniel Akeni. Honorable Daniel Akeni, can you hear us? Can you see us?
Yes, I can see you. Good afternoon or good evening in Nigeria, and possibly good morning in America. It's a pleasure. My name is Honorable Daniel Akeni, the current, ADCDN chairman for United States of America. It's a pleasure to have me here on the program.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes. We like you joining us, and that's George there from Canada, Toronto, Canada. George Akeni, you guys are welcome. So,
thank you.
The weather is still hot anyway. Europe is still blowing very hot. That hot dome, they called it, is still bringing heat to Europe. People are also suffering. It's not pleasant at this point. We hear old people are passing away, because at the point the weather just chokes them up. Is it hot in North America? Is it hot in Canada?
Wow, it's crazy. It's crazy right here. Yesterday's about 109 degree in California here, and it's so bad. So everybody's trying to stay indoor and probably put on the air condition to keep us cooling. So, well, I hope we're going to pass this very soon.
Yes, we're going to pass this. George, is it hot
As
too?
for Canada, we are in the most beautiful,
wow,
balanced, not too hot, not too cold, just right there in the middle. God loves Canada. That's all I can say.
I can just came back.
I just came back from
Yes.
Toronto. I can
Yes.
agree with him. You know, God bless Canada because their weather is so fantastic. I feel like not even coming back to US.
Oh boy. Nice,
Oh,
gentlemen, it's good to have you. So, what we do, viewers, our viewers are here. What we do is give news updates in Nigeria mainly and Africa, and we're doing it from the diasporans, Nigerians in diaspora standpoint. So, ours is also the best because we're not being influenced by any network. Is that not so, George? We are giving it as it is. Yeah. So, guys, let's dive into something that happened during the week, last week. It's still on the burner in every social media, in every newsroom in Nigeria. The Archbishop Emeritus of the Catholic Diocese of Abuja, John Cardinal Oyeyekon, he was granted an interview right after he came back from the meeting the president had with all the bishops. They had a bishop conference with the president at the president villa in Abuja. And right after that, he didn't waste time. He went straight to a newsroom to say how the meeting went. Because like we know, sometimes they could change stories of how things went. So let me start with you, Akeni. Some of the points John Cardinal raised was that they told the president Nigeria is bleeding, but he didn't agree with them. Nigeria is bleeding, but he didn't agree with them. Let's hear from you. How was that outing at the presidential villa with the bishops? How did you see that?
Well, thank you very much. You know, and I really appreciate all the viewers, everyone that is listening to us. In anywhere in the part of the world, there's no government that should look the other way for criticism. If they criticize you for something that is going on within the country, I think as a good leader, you should give them a listening ears. You know, if somebody in the so kind of caliber of cardinal came to you to let you know what is going on within the country, I think it's the responsibility of the president to, you know, kind of acknowledge that and possibly looking into a positive way to do a change. I believe he forgot to understand that he gave us a renewed hope. Is he giving us a renewed hope to hunger, a renewed hope to people not having a job? Is he giving us a renewed hope to bastardize the country? We are in United States of America where the system works. And if anybody goes to the presidential villa, which is our president, Donald Trump, to tell him what is going on within the country, this is not even situation about any party or you belong to any party. We're speaking generally about the situation of the economy. I believe a president should listen to the cardinal because they have major contribution to the economy of Nigeria in many areas. But for him to look down on those people, I think is a total disrespect. And I believe the president owed the cardinal a total apology. Thank you very much.
yes, I actually echo the same sentiments that you have. So to me, as far as I'm concerned, you know, the Cardinal on Icon offered an important reminder that leadership is measured not by speeches or ceremonies, but by how well it responds to the reality facing the ordinary people that you are leading. His reflection on the visit of the Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria with Ahmed Tinubu, you know, it just kind of, you know, it highlights the growing disconnect between the official government narratives and the daily struggles of the people, you know, of Nigerians with inflation, insecurity, unemployment, and the rising cost of living. While President Tinubu defended economic reforms as necessary, many citizens feel the benefits have not even reached them at all. They are suffering. People are dying daily. And this is something that needs to resonate. Try to act as if you care. The Cardinal's observation also suggests that leaders risk becoming insulated from reality when surrounded by advisors and political loyalists who emphasize praise over honest feedback, leaving genuine public concerns unheard of. This is something that we really need to, because sometimes this politics, it can screw somewhere and turn around a little bit. So what I want to say about this is every government deserves the opportunity to explain its policies, but explanation alone cannot ease the hunger or restore public confidence. A wise leader welcomes, honest, constructive criticisms,
Yes.
especially from respected moral voices such as the Catholic bishops. They are dealing with the people. They know the struggles of the people. These are the people that come to them daily to discuss their difficulties. So they understand the livelihood and the people that are suffering. So,
Very
so,
good.
so if President Tinubu is receiving overly optimistic reports from all the sycophants instead of the truth from the ordinary Nigerians, he
Very nice.
risks making decisions based on perception rather than reality. The true
All right,
measure of leadership will not
George,
be making promises.
let me,
It's
yes,
only
let me hold you there, George. Thank you very much. Thank you also, Daniel. But let's bring in our man. Who's that man with the glasses and the grandpa hat? Who's that man there? Come in. Dr. Femi, can you hear me? Okay, I think he's not following us.
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Aha. Yes,
Yeah.
because you're in the stream and it's not nice you're there and you're not part of it. So you're welcome anyway. Our viewers are here. We are.
Yes, I'm in transit. I'm in transit, but I can hear you.
Oh,
okay. Thank you. So yes, what we're saying is very critical, and thank you very much, Daniel. George, what
I
you're
can
saying
only hear
here,
you, but I cannot hear the rest of the speakers. So I don't
Do
know.
you want
Maybe
me to
there's a
respond
technical
to?
fault.
Do you want to respond to what George just said and your question?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to respond to what you just said? Yes. It's a nice. A thing to have people who have a diverse opinion, who are on the grassroots
Maybe I can go out
to make
and
comments
re-enter.
about
Maybe it
things.
will help.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear
yeah,
me?
go ahead. Go back and come on in.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? All right. It's a nice thing to have people who have diverse opinion or different perspective to what governance is from the grassroots. But I'm a little bit concerned about the way this is seen. This is seen from the perspective of an opposition by some people in the media rather than a challenge to government. Now, I want to ask those on this platform and Nigerians that there's a member of the cleric of the Catholic faith who is a governor of a state in Nigeria. There's a member of the Catholic Church who is an ordained member of a Catholic Church who is governor of Benue State. As the people, the cleric of this so-called leaders that we are hailing now, have they gone to Benue State and made that Benue State a paradise? Have they gone there to make that place a paradise and make it a yardstick for Nigeria as a nation? Please don't let us begin to do politics of blame, and then you see the opportunity to attack government. Let them go to Benue State, go to Governor Alia, and make paradise and make. For example, some people will say Abia State is a yardstick for labor leadership in Nigeria as a state because of what Governor Abia State is doing, and they can use as a yardstick for labor. Let the Catholic go to Benue State, and because the governor of Abia State is a member of the cleric in the Catholic Church, let them go and make a platform of what Nigeria should look like. Don't let us just use this as a platform of anybody that wants to reign in Nigeria is to attack government.
But
If you want to trend, go and attack government. Secondly, what these people have done, the leaders of this church have done, is to go and challenge government, and they have asked government for some clarity. The president had made clarification on some of the issues that they asked for. But instead of us looking at the clarification that the president had made, what I've seen is some people are going to twist what the president said and begin to make it turn it around to become something else. I still go back to this. Assume the president has said all this.
Yes.
Let them go and make a very mistake the yardstick of government.
We've heard you.
Okay. By the way,
George, let me come in. George, let me come in. Let me bring a perspective to the thing. Now, we're not talking of turning Nigeria to paradise in 3 years. We're talking of some critical things that matters in governance. Now, one of the things that was raised, and we've said that in this network, is the fact that INEC, it can't be independent because INEC the head of INEC was appointed by the president. So we're looking at so many things. We're not talking of paradise now. The Benue instance you're bringing in has nothing to do with any of this that the cleric have said. Now we're looking at some factors. Dr. Akeni, one of the factors the bishop said, John, is that INEC can't be independent. So we can't have a clean, clear, transparent election come January. So how do you see this? I mean, we're even seeing those fruits in the present actions of INEC. So what will you say about this?
Okay, thank you very much. You know, he would enjoy what is happening in the present government right now. We speak positively to defend the same category of what they belong. We all know that INEC is not independent. The main chairman of INEC is the President Tinubu, except we want to start deceiving ourselves. And I will tell you very, very much, if we have a open transparency election in Nigeria, I think we should sack the present chairman of INEC and let us choose the proper independent chairman that is not going to be biased. Because the current chairman of INEC is being controlled by the president. And we know what happened in the last election by Mahmoud. He gave money to buy the presidency. And that's exactly what is going on in Nigeria. I am not afraid to say this. I'm an American. I can say this. And I'm telling you confidently, come 2027, you guys are jokers. The whole world are turning Nigeria to a laughing stock. The whole world. You are telling us here that what the cardinal that represents, do you know the population of the Catholic in Nigeria, even in the whole world?
Thank you very much.
Do you know the population of the Catholic in the whole world?
Strong words from you there. Let's also acknowledge our viewers. We have big viewers here. I don't know whose fans are here. Also, excellent. Happy is here with us. Say greetings, everybody. George.
Yes.
It is not about turning Nigeria to paradise overnight. There were key points the Archbishop brought. And I want to say this too, even though we don't like to sound tribal, but I thank God that John Cardinal is not from the Southeast. So his assertion, his interview and what he said represents a neutral body. It's not like one person they will now say, he's from another faction. So George, what do you say about, let's take it one by one, the key points.
One of the major problems I have, especially when we come to a place like this and we're having what I call an intelligent discussion over situations. You know, I am dealing with a subject, not an individual, as far as I'm concerned. I'm dealing with the presidency as an office, not Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Listening to both supporters and critics is not a sign of weakness. It is a hallmark of responsible leadership. And any sycophants that can come and begin to condemn what the cardinal just said that are dealing with everyday Nigerian, that individual need to go and check and see what is really troubling their heart. Number one is this. Many years ago, I was in Nigeria when the campaign was going on. I heard one of the bishops came out and was laying curses on Jonathan. Even they carried the coffin of Jonathan written RIP, that if Jonathan does not step down, what happened to Abacha will happen to him. And I heard another one, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, their leader then went to do matches and all that kind of stuff. Today, a cardinal that represents ordinary people because he hears from them daily came out to tell an honest truth to the president, not the sycophants that are telling me what he wants to hear, not what he needs to hear. And then all of a sudden we're condemning the cardinal? Who the hell are you to do that? Because this man represents everyday people. Tell me what the Bishop Bakari, Tunde Bakari, that was laying curses on Jonathan when they were campaigning for Buhari to take office. What we are dealing today, isn't it APC? My party that brought it on? Is it not? For the president even to turn around and start pointing finger from administration that he took over means his 4 fingers are pointing at him. He was the one who was the chairman who brought Buhari to office. So every situation that we are dealing with today is as a result of APC. It's my party, but you gotta tell the truth, speak truth to power. So what I'm saying is this: we need to be careful how we conduct ourselves when it comes to things like this. I don't see Bishop Tunde Bakari is saying, "Oh, longevity is necessary now," after people are suffering. But during this guy, he was cursing him if he doesn't step down. Why? Because he's Yoruba. What about Redeemed Christian Church of God? They took placards and went out. Today, he's giving excuses. So that's the reason why I'm saying that some of these preachers need to go and man their pulpit instead of coming out to talk. This man was giving the president a good advice that he needed to listen to in order to change the narratives and the conduct, the livelihood of people, but they're just condemning him. These are the sycophants. If they were appointed with the president, they will never tell the president the truth. And that's what we're saying here. So let us be careful how we conduct ourselves. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, George. Strong words there. So, yes, viewers, you're free to put your opinion, your views on this one too. We're talking about Archbishop Emeritus of the Catholic Diocese of Abuja, John Cardinal Oyeyekon. He was granted an television interview to analyze the recent visit they had to the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And he came out in that interview and said a lot, and that's what we're putting. But a lot of people don't agree. The APC folks don't agree with what he said. But I'm also saying, George, Akeni, I'm also saying that let's put things in perspective. There are things he said. Let's leave the one of people attacking him. Let's look at the point he raised. Number one point he raised is that issue of INEC not being independent. We've analyzed that. The number 2 point is Nigerians are bleeding. He said Nigerians are bleeding. I don't know why anybody would not accept that fact, that issue. It's a serious thing. Nigerians are bleeding. In what sense? Economically, everywhere, socially, health-wise, security. So it's not going well in Nigeria at the moment. But people don't want to own up to this. People don't want to say this is what is happening. They all want us to pretend it's all fine. The government is doing well. Now the government is putting the blame on the previous government. And it was he, Tinubu, that said he's coming. He wants to come. It's his turn. He has to come. So somebody that owned up to leadership should not come and give us excuses of the past. You should not say, we inherited. No, you want to come. You know how Nigeria issue is. So, and come, you have come. So you need to face what you see as you have come in there. Let's go further to some other things. People are insinuating that This is the first time the APC government is bringing out real bishops. Last time it was some mockery kind of clergymen that you could see they were not clergymen. They went and hired the dresses. George, this time he got the real clergymen, and they came to the White House, to Asu Rock. But his talk again is somehow they prefer social candidates because probably he's a Catholic. Is it about being Catholic or saying the truth to power, Sir George?
Well,
I mean,
you see, the point is this, okay? And we can come online and play games if we want to, okay? If we can come online and play games, we can come here and then keep on to narrate and shout about what Tinubu wants to hear, not what he needs to hear. The bottom line to it is this: the taste of good leadership is the ability to hear constructive criticisms. Don't defend it. Don't defend yourself. Go back on the decision table and call people. Consult with them. Because what I believe is happening is that Tinubu is being deceived by the people he surrounded himself with, or the people that are surrounding him right now, because they're not telling him the real truth. And I don't blame the man if he's not getting the real facts out there, because sycophants are surrounding him and they're telling him what he wants to hear, not what he needs to hear. The truth of the matter is, yes, people are bleeding. People are bleeding. Some of the decisions, quality good decisions we made, was wrongly implemented. Fuel subsidy is number one. You don't come out on the day that you are inaugurated without any studying what governorship is all about, and then want to stop and say subsidy is done. That brought a catastrophic chaos on the Nigerian economy, and then you devalue the naira. So even the governors that are receiving today this amount of money is based on the devalued naira. They might be receiving a higher amount right now, but the value of naira is half what it used to be during Buhari tenure. So you think about it. Are they still getting more money? Because the value is the same from 4 years ago. The value today of this higher naira is also the same amount that they used to earn. So even if you double my pay today, I'm still not earning more. I'm earning the same thing based on the devalued and inflation and everything else that is going on.
All right, George, let's bring in, let's follow our viewers. We have a viewer here, Sunday Ibrahim. I mean, it's a long name there. Sunday is saying something very, very good, very pivotal. He said, the appointment of INEC chairman did not start today. Did not start with BAT. It's a constitutional issue. Let the House of Assembly amend the constitution, and that will be. It won't be BAT's problem. Very good one, Sunday. Sunday, yes. This issue of appointment of INEC has we've been talking about it on this platform. We've been looking at it. It's one of the legal people will say lacuna, one of the lacuna in our constitution, that the president has to pick the INEC officer. So that's really ridiculous. It's crazy. I mean, how do you pick your own your own person that will look that will look into our election? Obviously, you will pick your friend and he will favor you on the day of election. That's just what it is. So yes, there are also what could be done before constitutional review. One of it is we could set up the old past leaders, presidents, could make up a board of people that could pick. They could just appoint somebody, nominate somebody, and take that person. These old leaders, the past presidents, nominate somebody and take that person to the Senate or to the House and let the Senate screen that person. Instead of one man, the president picking somebody and imposing that person to us. So it's something that we really need to talk about. Nigerians should look into this INEC issue, because that's the core of our election. That's the core of everything that happens in Nigeria, because who decides who we elect also decides how the country goes. So that's a beautiful thing to write, Sunday. Thank you. He said, can Nigeria problems be resolved in 3 years? You're all biased against Tinubu. I dislike your, no. We're not. We're not talking about, yeah, George, go ahead.
Listen to this. This is politics 101. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever that is saying that, I'm not against Tinubu. Tinubu is my president. I'm an APC member, but I speak truth to power. So whatever you think is happening here, it is not happening, because I will say it like it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm not even mentioning. My opinion is quite different. My personal opinion, when I start bringing it here, most of you will run away. But the fact is, we are looking at the office of the presidency. Number one, my own opinion will be, I need the judges who can appoint certain judges who will now bring and be the one to select an INEC chairman. Then they will go to the Senate and to the House for ratification. That's what I think it should be. An independent body that is not connected to the executive government. They can be part of the Department of Justice. So that's what I think that can happen. Daniel wants to come back. So anyway, listen to this. Listen, the point is this: politics is politics, but also truth is truth. Okay, religion is religion. What we are discussing here is the betterment of our own people in Nigeria. We want Tinubu to succeed. But having him to succeed does not mean that I'm going to be telling him what he wants to hear. He needs to hear what he needs to hear, because the people that he surrounds himself with are all sycophants. Most of them are. Look at Daniel Buala. Look at the rest of them. They're not telling the president the truth. We want the president to please listen to the heart of the people that you're ruling, so that you will make quality decisions that will affect the whole nation positively. That's what we are talking about. So anybody that is coming here to come and tell us, oh, we are bashing Tinubu, I'm not bashing Tinubu. I'm looking at the office of the presidency, not Tinubu as in person. So if he can listen to constructive criticisms, he can take it back to the drawing table and then rechange some things and regenerate some things. So that
okay, let me help. We have a big crowd here, but they seem to misunderstand what we're saying and what we do. First of all, take note that SSM is is non-partisan. It's not a political party network like you have in Nigeria. All those networks are all affiliated to one party or the other. SSM is neutral. We don't have anything. We don't have anything with any politics, any politician. Now we're saying things the way it is because we're Nigerians in the diaspora that have seen how governance work. So we're talking of governance working well for your own good, Nigerians, for your own good. You see, because you probably have been soaked with this mindset of this is how life should be for us. No, there's a better life for every Nigerian if we can work towards it. Now, we're not talking about picking Atiku. Somebody is saying, do you want to pick Atiku as INEC officer? That's a ridiculous statement. That's crazy. We're not talking about that. You can't pick a politician as INEC chairman. So Bola Karunwi, that's off the talk, what you just wrote. What we're saying is the picking of the INEC man, who brings the INEC man matters. If I pick my friend to supervise an election, my friend will obviously support me. It's how it is. So it's crazy, it's ludicrous to have the president pick somebody as INEC chairman. No, that's ludicrous. So we should think of something. Somebody said something that made sense, that the House should probably screen, but the House cannot just come up with something. So we are saying that the process should be probably the bar, the Nigerian bar authority, George is saying, picks, nominates somebody, and they run him through the House. But I am saying the old presidents, the Nigerian former presidents, because we still have most of them alive, could also sit down, nominate somebody, and push that person to the House, and they screen that person. So it shouldn't be the president just wakes up and say, you come and do this for us. That's what we're saying. So please understand our angle of discussion. We are not partisan. We don't have time for Nigerian politics the way they play it. It's a little bit clumsy, rough politics there, but we are saying things the way it should be. George, I want to thank you for all you've been saying. So let's go into some more stories. Daniel, your network is not showing, your video is not showing, so I can't add you. Dr. Lufemi, your video is also not showing. I don't know what happened. George, let's come to some other things that are also very strong happening around the world. We saw thousands of migrants trooping to Spain from Morocco. Yes. And it's a serious issue. Despite the information we got that a lot have been deported back, but a lot are still remaining. Thousands more are still in the streets of Morocco with the videos we saw. George, tell us from your angle, what's the story?
You know, the situation is in Swita highlights that immigration is a complex challenge that cannot be solved just by, public announcement alone. Okay, because the reason, what we need to understand is, why are people japping? Why are people running away from their country? Is it because of bad governance? Is it because of inflation? Is it because of lack of no jobs? Is it because of what? See, because this is the beginning to solve that problem. As long as conflict, poverty, instability continue to push people from their home countries, many will keep seeking safety and better opportunities elsewhere. Look at our country. If you know the number of people that left in the past few years, is it because the country is in paradise? Is it because the country is in such a good shape? No. So this particular situation that is happening with a lot of countries, governments have a duty to enforce their immigration laws. That's number one. But they also have a responsibility to uphold human dignity, international humanitarian obligations. Because these are the things sometimes they abuse people. Just simply because people are flooding into your country does not mean that they're animals and you should treat them that way. Lasting solution requires stronger border management alongside efforts to address the root causes of immigration or migration per se. So what we need to start talking about is, where are they migrating from? Why are they migrating from these countries? Is there something that can be done internationally to make their home country better, in order for people not to start wanting to cross over to another country? So these are the situations that we need to, really, the world need to look at it, because Europe has been flooded recently with a lot of migrants from different parts of Africa. And that is simply because of the sufferings that were taking place in those countries. Thank you.
Simply because of the sufferings taking place in those countries. George, with the comments coming in, I think we still need to roll back a little time on the initial topic. The initial topic of Nigeria and the situation there. Somebody said this. That's Bola Karawe. He says, reason. Okay. The initial one, she said, even if Nigerian Bar Association picks somebody, people will still complain. Yeah, that's true anyway. People complain about everything, Bola. But the thing is that would be a fair mode of selection. Compared to the president just standing up and saying, you come and be the INEC man. So that would be a fair one. At least there will be small small squabbles among the bar people who are trying to pick this person. They will go back and forth. That would be fair enough, at least. So, and whatever they pick will now go through a screening too. So it won't be like they pick the final thing. So that would be fair enough. It's better than the initial thing. Bola also is talking now about why people migrate as follows. Very good. He says, apart from the stomach problem, economic hardship, which most governors should be blamed for, most issues raised are constitutional. Most state governors are selfish, corrupt, and wicked. Voila, we're with you. George, what will you say to this is now Ade B. San Ganili? Sorry, I can't pronounce these long names. Ganili Ade Bisan. That's what he's saying. Yes, but go ahead,
what he's saying is true. Okay, because if you remember from the days past, We only started knowing the type of money that was being released to the governors when Ngige was nearly kidnapped. And Ngige, for 2 solid years in Anambra, was able to do work that the past 3 governors were not able to do. And then subsequently, that work continued with Peter Obi. That Anambra is the same way that it is today, who invested so much millions, and then they just were receiving the benefits recently. So what he's saying is correct, because even the security money that they're receiving is so much for them to do a lot with. But the problem we have in Nigeria is, as long as the country, hunger is in the land, if you drop a little rice on the ground, you become the Lord Almighty. So that is the major issue. So what we are clamoring for, what we are fighting for, is fair and equitable election and good governance in the whole country. Not only the presidency, but the governors also. Look at what Oti is doing. So these are men and women that have been there, done that, know how to be able to invest the money that is given to them for the benefit of the people. And that's it. So I applaud the man that was making that comment.
Yes, thank you very much, George. Good answer. Yeah, Akeni's back. Akeni, we need you to be here, please. You're saying strong things that we need to hear. Akeni, we are going through comments of our wonderful viewers, and somebody's raising that it also bad governors add to the situation of Nigeria. What will you say about governors now? I saw you and some of the governors last time eating and enjoying. I know you're your friend.
Okay, thank you very much. A very good example of good governance is Governor Deleke, that I'm part of the campaign team all the way from primary. If you look at what he's doing in Osun, he's doing a fantastic job. I'm not the type of person, I'm not biased when it comes to leadership. When I went to His Excellency Jackson Adeleke in Atlanta, I told him, I said, look, sir, please, when you get to government, it's not even all about me. Can you make sure that my people enjoy good governance? And look at what he's doing today. APC are fighting him. They wanted to remove him from power because the present governor that was in that state, I didn't see what they do. I did not see what they do. But right now, somebody who is doing the better things, somebody who is making a lot of difference, they were trying to remove him. We want a better government. It's not about a party. It's about personality. It's about you. What are you going to do for people?
Akeni, you're saying something very strong now, but we can't hear you very well. The microphone is cracking. Can you adjust that? Yes. But yeah, George, what he's trying to say is he's giving us the Osun case story of the governor and what he's doing. So, but Akeni, let's fix that thing. George was talking about security fund that comes to the governors, and most of them put it. That's one of the money. Some of the money they embezzle because they don't use it. So, is Osun State tackling all of those things? Security, unemployment, like Bola Karanwi is saying, unemployment, unequal treatment of citizens. Thank you. Tell us, Akeni, fix the microphone. Tell us. Is it fixed now? Now it's even completely gone. Okay. Yeah, he will fix that. So try and do something about that. Let's hear you. George, unemployment, unequal treatment of citizen. Powerful word there by Bola Karunwi. Bola, you're now talking. George, what will you say about that? Unemployment.
Well, you see, unemployment. How can you fix a nation? How can you fix a nation when there are thousands upon thousands of graduates and they can't find job anywhere? How can you do that? Because it is important that we zero in on solution-based decisions. Because as it stands right now, we need to regenerate the way we think. We need to regig everything that we are doing. We need to start thinking from the bottom up to see what these people are doing. Because number one, when we're talking about the Japa syndrome, it is simply because many of the graduates have nowhere to find a job. And the reason is not just this government, it is the governments, including PDP, APC, all of the above. So what we are talking about is to bring industries, make building industries in Nigeria, make it easy for the people, make manufacturing goods locally easy, give them incentives to do such. This is because small businesses are the one that actually ultimately fuel the economy to that degree. So that's what we need to do. Say, yes, indeed, there is unemployment in the nation. There is. But I think it takes a lot of some of the decisions that the president has made. Look at what's happening with Germany. Some of the things the decisions he's made is actually increasing the confidence of other nations to work with Nigeria. And that will also increase, because one of the things that we need to deal with is security, so that people can feel confident to come and invest in our country without the fear of inflation or being kidnapped or whatever the case might be. So these are little things, but they can actually help us to bring that place where people will be comfortable to stay in our country.
Can I add my word to that? Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Now, also, while the president is also doing this, we should also stop demarketing Nigeria. People are also listening to what you are saying. The president is saying something, foreign direct investment is coming, but people go online so every day and start rubbishing whatever effort the government is doing, talking down everything. The places they've not been to, they say, oh, they've killed 700 people. Meanwhile, they've not been there. So we need to begin to change the narrative. People have always said there's always a positive and negative side of every nation. But what do? People project the positive side of their nation. But what do we do in Nigeria? We project the negative. If somebody in Nigeria buys 5 houses, nobody discuss it. Let one of the houses crumble, they will talk about that house that crumbled. They will say, oh, because he used juju to build the other 4. They will rubbish every other thing is done. And that is what we do. As a nation, we need to change our narrative. And also, because I was in transit the other time, I heard you saying a lot of things which are wrong. I said in there, the priest went there and asked questions. The president answered the question, but the media began to twist what he said in order to feed their narrative because they have nothing to campaign with. Another thing, let's talk about this, about the INEC. One thing is this: the INEC, the procedure of appointing the INEC chairman was followed verbatim. The president did not. Do you want to bring Jesus Christ from heaven to come and conduct election in Nigeria? Every INEC chairman has been condemned. Every one of them will be condemned because you lost election. People don't accept. Now we're condemning this chairman of INEC election. He has not even conducted a national election. He has not conducted one. We are condemning him already. And that is what we do as a nation. We destroy people with our mouth. We don't build system. We don't build nation. We destroy people with their mouth. And that's why we need to stop this.
Dr. Femi, let me just say something. Okay, George.
Let me respond.
I wanted to just tell him. Pick the point of what he's saying. Dr. Femi, what we are saying is that INEC, we're not even saying this one. The whole process of INEC chairman is flawed. That's what we're saying. We were not condemning.
We're not condemning this one. We're just saying the way to select an INEC chairman who is supposed to be independent ought not to be by a single individual who is the president.
He is not listening. That is wrong. For saying it that way is a wrong perspective. It is wrong.
Let me finish. The president did not do anything wrong by following the constitution or the status quo. We're not saying that. We are saying verbatim what needs to happen in the future is the selection of INEC chairman ought to be with an independent body that is not one individual. And
can I ask you, what is the procedure? Ask you, what is the procedure of appointing INEC chairman?
We suggested two here. Number one, somebody is saying the old president ought to be the one who is going to now go, and nominate somebody and then take him through the house. Hold on. This is the suggestion on the forum while you were away. Okay, I'm just trying to update you.
Yeah.
We said that the old presidents can come together, be the one that will nominate somebody who is independent and send them to the House for ratification and the Senate. But I suggested that the NBA, the National Bar Association in Nigeria, under the jurisdiction of the DOJ, Department of Justice, ought to be the judges that can be selected. Let them nominate somebody, take them through the executive, through the House and the Senate for ratification, and then be appointed. That is the way it ought to be done. The way it's being done right now, whether it's APC, PDP, ADC, or whatever, is wrong.
It is, excuse me, sir. Let me explain to you what you have said now is what is being done now. What you just said now is what's being done now. The Constitution said that through the Presidential Advisory Commission, which include the former presidents, former leaders of National Assembly, that is the commission that will advise the president and they will nominate. They will take to the Senate for ratification. That is what you are just advising. That is what is being done. That's exactly what's been done. The only other option is that for the NBA, that's the only thing that's been done. And what they advised, it was before they appoint anybody. Now they said, let us go and appoint a responsible person from the political from the university, that is academic, that's gone through academic pursuit, that is of reputable character, and that is what they've done so far. But the thing is this: what we do in the media, opposition come after anybody that's appointed. They will come after the person even before the person take office, and they will start destroying their character. And before you know it, they will see that person as INEC itself. The INEC chairman is not the person that appoints state electoral commissioners. He's not the one that appoints them, and the results are coming from the states. The result that come from the state is collated at the center. So this, when you attack the INEC chairman, he's not the one that conducts election at the ward level. He's not the one that conducts election at the state level. But when you attack the chairman, you have forgotten that they are state representational commissioner. They are states who were appointed at state level. They are the one that conduct election at state level. But what we do is that as a nation, we demarket and destroy individuals when they come to office that makes them look as if they are incompetent. I put it to you, Mark, if they put you as INEC chairman, some people will come after you and that's destroy your character. That is us as a nation.
Let me say something to you. There's something about criticism and demarketing.
It is not criticism, it's demarketing.
Wait. No, listen. In every situation of life, not even in our politics, in every situation of life, nobody just goes through something smooth. You have passage of rights in everything. To become a king, do you know you will go through some things that are very unpleasant, that will hurt you? To become a king, to become anything, even a class captain in a primary school or senior prefect in a school, will go through some passage of rights to that leadership that will need you to be real tough on. It's good. So the APC idea of talking about the marketing is making
APC
it
is not APC. I don't do APC here. I'm not doing APC. I'm doing Nigeria. I'm not doing APC. I'm doing Nigeria. I am doing Nigeria here.
You're not even Nigeria more than me.
I am doing Nigeria. Don't do APC. Dr. Amukiton has not conducted election. You're already condemning him.
Listen to this again. Now, when we say these things, we are not bringing anybody down. We are bringing perspective to helping governance. Understand that. You don't jeer your face. That's making a mockery of what I'm saying. Now, when you do like that, you are the one that needs to be checked. It's a problem you have. It's because the problem you have is you don't want to be criticized. You don't want to help.
It's not about criticism.
No,
as Professor Abukwito done wrong, that they are saying that is not partial.
You are wrong. Listen, demarketing is somebody that stays off the radar and is pulling down another person. Is when we are in the system. We are Nigerians. We can't run away from our country. This is our country. We want the best for our country. And I've told you that I'm even more Nigerian than you. I live in the streets of Nigeria. I've gone through passages of politics. I've done contracts. I've been in the realms of leadership in Nigeria. So what else? You have not even gone half of what I've gone through.
You don't say that. You don't know me, Mark.
No,
you don't know
you were
me.
a contractor in Bariga, and now you're
I was
a
not a contractor. I was the president of Syrian University of Ibadan. I was vice president of NANS. I was in prison. Listen, Mark, let me tell you. Mark, let me tell you what you don't know. Mark, let me tell you what you don't know. I was vice president of National University of Nigeria students. I led NANS. I led Nigerian students to demonstrate against the military government. So don't say about Bariga. I led University of Ibadan. I led students against the federal government. I led students against Babangida. So don't go about that. So when you are talking about Nigeria, don't know Nigeria. You don't know Nigeria.
Don't use the word demarketing. The marketing is we don't want.
You don't know Nigeria.
Don't use that word demarketing. Just say that the opposition.
What has Amukwito? What has Amukwito led INEC done wrong?
I don't like blowing my trumpet, but I've done.
So okay, what has Amukwito leave individual, leave personality alone? What has Amukwito's INEC done wrong so far?
You use that word, demarketing, and it's
what has Amukwito's INEC done wrong so far?
Viewers will think that we are bad people.
No, I just ask you simple question. Leave that alone. What has Amukwito's INEC done wrong so far?
Carol, hear this. I work with 5 embassies here in Europe, and what I do is to do business summits, things that will bring investors into Nigeria. Have you done those kind of things? I have my.
Please,
my
what has leave that alone? What has Amukwito's INEC done wrong so far?
No, this is what you'll be saying. You won't come here.
I just asked you a question.
That's a very terrible statement, my brother.
Okay, hold on.
Don't use the word demarketing.
What has Amukwito's INEC done wrong so far?
Now remember that Amukwito, check this out. Listen, everybody. Amukwito on several times will come and deregister parties. Next day, an appeal court from one state, one area will come and say, no, that registration is not allowed. Another day, and all of those things show sign of him supporting.
You are talking as an ADC member. You are talking as an ADC member. You are talking as an ADC member.
Something doesn't favor you, you will say it's this.
You are talking as an ADC member.
That act of the registering party shows that the man.
You are talking as an ADC member. You are talking as an ADC member. How do somebody go and hijack another party and just impose themselves on the leadership of that party without following the constitution? People that cannot follow the constitution of a party want to come to the constitution of Nigeria. When system works in Nigeria, people will seem to question and attack individuals.
My question
you don't know the story.
My question is
yes, George.
Go ahead.
Okay. My question is this. The immediate reaction of the registering these parties that it never looked good on INEC at all, whether we like it or not. Now the question is, the court came back and nullified that situation. And let me tell you something. What people are saying out there is because when Atiku now decided, if this is the kind of game that you want to play, let's play it. And then he started sending people to the U.S., lobbyists in the U.S. And then all of a sudden, listen to this now, listen to this. All of a sudden, there is a counter of the registration, and then it's registered again.
I disagree with you. That is not true. That is not true.
Did you hear what I said? This is what is going on out there.
That is not what is going on. You have some people who are executive of a party that their tenure had expired. They now transfer their leadership to somebody else. They've sold Nigeria out. They privatized Nigeria. They are now privatizing somebody else's political party. All of a sudden, the people that they are president went to court. The court now sent the ruling to INEC. These people cannot be recognized. All of a sudden, it's about America. Please, for goodness sake, what are we talking about here? We are learned people. We are learned people. They went to hijack a party. They are hijacking parties. Go and form a party. Go and register a party properly. If you cannot do that, you are not fit for purpose.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't want to get their power talk.
I'm trying to ask you a question. I'm asking you a question.
What's that question?
The question is, when they were deregistered, there were some factors and conditions that these parties qualified for, and that was what was used to deregister them. It's what I'm talking about. So
I just told you the reason why they were deregistered.
Hold on. When the higher court now looked at it and said, no, you cannot do so. So it was reversed. So you see, it seems like there is a selective justice.
It is not. It is not. Please go and read the judgment. When the case, listen, Sir George, let me educate you on this. When the case of the people that own the party, who were executive of that party, their tenure had expired. Some of them sold the party to the Atiku faction of the party. They sold the party to Atiku faction of the party. The other members who were not part of that thing went to court. Instead of the Atiku faction and David Mark faction to go and defend the case, they went to take an injunction against them. And therefore they came in there. The court ruled against that. When in law, when there is a case in court like that, you cannot go and recognize a faction that a court of competent jurisdiction already disqualified. This is a matter in court. Stop saying that because they went to America, you have hijacked a party. You cannot follow a constitution of a party. You want to follow the constitution of Nigeria. You are not fit for purpose.
No. All you said is not true. You're not.
It is not true. It is there for us to read.
Go ahead.
A little bit.
Your microphone is still not checked.
Is still bad. It's still bad.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let me just make one or two comments based on what he's saying. The problem of ADC is an internal problem, and the court said they should go and deal with their internal problem because the court don't have jurisdiction. That's what it stated.
You are breaking up. We can't hear you.
He's saying that the court wrong. Okay. So what he was saying,
don't have jurisdiction to internal problem of the party.
Okay, what he's saying is this. Hold on.
I'm talking about APC or whatever government they have been corrupt.
So because the government court took you to cleaners, now is the government.
That's what I'm saying. But it's an internal problem.
So there's a problem. Sir, do you accept there's a problem?
In Nigeria.
There's a problem.
Every party has internal problems, and it's not what.
It's an internal problem.
Thank you for being sincere. Thank you for being sincere.
You will fix
Mr. Daniel, thank you for being sincere. There is an internal problem. Before you come to Nigerians for election, go and solve your problem before you come to Nigeria for election.
It's been
go and solve your problem.
It's been a very hot one today. Gentlemen, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Daniel, we can't hear you. Let's solve this problem of ADC and your network too.
Master Mark, we can't hear him.
Sorry.
We can't hear him. Let him go and solve the problem of ADC and his network so that we can hear him.
He's okay.
What the guy was saying, what he was saying is this, that the court said that INEC have no jurisdiction over an internal party issues. That's what he quoted. That the actual, the fact was that for INEC to just come because there was an internal faction between the parties to deregister the organization, the party, is illegal. That's what he was saying. So
exactly.
Okay. So
can I ask a question, George? Can I ask a question? On what basis did INEC disqualify them? On what basis?
Well, is there? I wish.
Let me educate you this. The tenure of the party leadership had expired. They now brought an interim which is not part of the constitution of that party. They brought an interim through the back door. And that interim was appointed by those whose tenure had expired. So INEC cannot recognize the appointment of of a group of leadership that was appointed by fake leaders. So INEC cannot recognize fake leadership. So they did not go and solve your problem. Then come to Nigerians. Go and solve your problem.
You use the word. You like using the word, George. You like using the word Biapalo talk. Now all you just said now is Guinness and stout. All you just said now is not factual. It's not.
Go and solve your problem before you come to Nigeria.
Biapalo talk you have just brought here now.
Yes, go and solve your problem.
It's been heated 1 hour game, but it's fun.
It's nice talking to you guys. It's nice debating with you.
We're enjoying this. Viewers, somebody said, moderator, I'm to moderate and not to scream and say my own. I'm sorry if I took it off way, but that was to show you the passion we have for a better Nigeria. We want good Nigeria, gentlemen. Dr. Femi, don't think you're the only one that wants to go to Nigeria and live and enjoy. Every one of us want it. We all want to go home and be happy and relax and enjoy what we enjoy here in the West. So it is really a strange reasoning to think that I want the downfall of my country and because I just wanted to. No, that's crazy, Dr. Femi. That's the most absurd thing you can think of anybody here talking about Nigeria. But we have to bring concrete criticism to help bring in development. That's it. The things we've said here several times, George will attest to that, have been used. We've seen Nigerian government do some of the things we've said here a few days after we said it. So this is what we want to do. We're not demarketing anybody. We're not bringing anybody down. We want the best. Like I said, Bolarinwa, Excellence, happy that we're talking to me. I appreciate your words. But let me say this. I do events here to promote Nigeria. That's for the record. I've done events with Embassy of France, the Embassy of Spain, the Embassy of Italy, and Embassy of Malta, all to promote Nigeria. So what else can I be if I do this? So gentlemen, let's come on Wednesday. It's going to be more heated up because situations are looking very tough. We're coming to campaign season. George, campaign starts very soon. Right. I want everybody to get your devices working well. Akeni, we need to hear you well. Get your microphone checked. George and Dr. Olufemi.
By next week, Wednesday, the imams will come to the villa. So we expect you to come and critique them again. Okay,
sir. Yes, sir. All right, viewers, thank you for staying through. Some of them have been here all through. We appreciate you all. Thank you, Akeni from the United States. Washington, California. Thank you, Dr. Olufemi from London and George from Toronto, Canada. Until we come again on Wednesday, have a beautiful week starts. Bye-bye.
Peace out, man. God bless Nigeria.
Amen.
Amen. Republic of Nigeria. And bless our president too, and his wife.
And his wives. Thank you.